Clemson Memorial Stadium. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. And the Buffaloes will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The short hands, it's Brown. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Finding some room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The handoff to Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He'll field the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Looking for space. It's Young. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Lewis. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Lewis. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position. You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff.
Caught, and he's got room. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Trying to get away. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down to the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Number 81, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Here's Lewis to throw. Williams open on the right side. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Hey, listen, I'm going to look across the board if I'm a quarterback, and I'm going to find my matchups. And I got man-to-man, and I got a corner route. I throw that thing towards the sideline, let my receiver do the rest, and he does. Goes up and catches the football while he's being guarded and contested. That's a tough catch.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lewis fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Atkins. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
At the 39. And first down for the offense.
The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second.
Number 81, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll give it to Johnson. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Here's a little room there. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Coming out with it, it's Perry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Throwing, Lewis. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse. There he goes. The 50. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Right down the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, it's the end around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
Keeps looking downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Brown. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. The handoff to Johnson. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Clemson jumps to the line. Running inside, it's Johnson. Gets away from one, finds some space. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Tigers! He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Lewis. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Using his legs, it's Young. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tulsa, taking on the number 11 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Golden Hurricane, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's got it down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
Lewis on the play action. Escapes the pressure going right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for...
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Hey guys, I'll tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. Now the pitch. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs, won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
Tight end now in motion. In the red area, it's Johnson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, Lewis. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Strong, firm tackle. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Third down from the gun, Lewis. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Rush is on him. He's on the move. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll give it to Johnson. Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might be changing the route. He's got it again. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that is exactly what you want on 3rd down defense, man. You want to drop back, and you want to make sure the ball doesn't get pushed down the field past the sticks, and then you rally up and tackle. Now, it's sometimes easier said than done, but he does a great job breaking on the football, making sure he doesn't get the first down. Really good team defense.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here's Lewis to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Lewis wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Perry. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The run inside. It's Haynes. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That's a 20. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Tigers! Roll into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
The option look. He'll pitch it. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Number 81 set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. And he loses the football. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Here's a heat. Right on the money. Snags it, and there's running room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. Plows through the defense. Maybe some room here. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The give to the left. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Throwing, Lewis. With the catch, it's Atkins. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Catch in the middle, it's Atkins. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. Lewis to throw. He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Keeps it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like...
Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
Here's Lewis to throw. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss.
And I think there's so many guys that think they can outrun guys and make plays, and sometimes you got to realize when a play's over and just get north-south, but QB's trying to outrun guys. The defense does a great job staying exactly where they're supposed to be, playing discipline, and getting the huge loss and the huge stop.
Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Lewis. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis from the gun on third down. On the run, fires downfield. Working the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air again, Lewis. Here's the pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Throwing, Lewis. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can...
Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.